Hello everyone, here I am in another video, and today I decided to talk about confidence. And yeah, I'm here with my leg. It shouldn't be appearing here, but okay, just ignore it. But well, the reason why I decided to talk about it today was because I was really thinking, how could I really help human to be better, to be smarter, and to really start to achieve things in their lives. My previous video, I talked about how it is important for you to be curious, for you to study, and all those things. That was more like you know, it was like a motivation video. It wasn't exactly a video where I teach you something, but a video where I share with you some thoughts that will I really hope that it will helps you to start movie, that will helps you to think about what I talked about and reconsider how you've been acting in your current life. But in this video, I decided to make a video where I will really help you. A video where I will really teach you some things that can really helps with your personal development journey. Okay? So, well, today let's talk about confidence and how it is so important for you to have a good confidence to be a successful person. Many people think, no, this is my personality. I can do nothing about it. But no, you're wrong. You can do something about it, and you'll do something about it, because I can say that a low self-esteem, how it how it's affect our lives. And some days ago, I was talking to my mom and I told her how my insecurities take so much from me and how it delays so many things in my life because I was very insecure. And in this life, for you to achieve good things, liking you or not, being you introverted or not, you have to be confident. You have so you have to show people what you're capable to do, and you have to be secure about it. You cannot be modest. No, you have to be sure what you're doing and show this to the world, you know? And as I said, the main thing that really, I forgot the word. Okay, so ignore it. I'll correct it in addition. But when you talk about confidence, their enemy is low self-esteem, for sure. And when you're so insecure, you're not able to recognize what you're good at. And you're not able to really show to the world what to think and you're capable of, you know. So that's why it's so important for us to have a good confidence. And that's what I will tell you in this video. Things that really can help you to build your confidence and make you badass, basically. A really good woman. Well, statistically, most part of women are introverted. Yes, if you have some data about it. Okay, it depends on the kind of personality test you consider. But for example, in when we see MBTI data, most part of human are introverted. And being introverted is not something that will avoid you to be confident. Me, for example, I'm extremely introverted. I have some really communication issues. It wasn't something easy for me, but once I started to take my adulthood seriously, I've seen that I have to be confident about what I can do, and I had to show it. I cannot hide it anymore because I'm not at school anymore where a teacher will always be complimenting you. No, you're here alone and you had to prove yourself to the world. And for that, you have to be confident. It's not something that you choose. It's not something, oh, it is a personality thing. No, you have to be. You have, because as I said, if I used to be more confident in my early adult years, I should have achieved many more things. For example, this YouTube channel. I should have started this YouTube channel much earlier, but I was so insecure that I couldn't do that. And right now that I'm on a better time of my life, I'm much more secret to be recording myself and posting it on YouTube. And I cannot say that I'm the most confident girl in the world. I'm far from that. But I'm trying day by day build it. And that's the things that I trying to do and some thoughts that I have about it that will help you as well. So the first thing for sure is to overcome your low self-esteem. I have a video about it here on the channel from the Old Testament, but you can check it out and I got much more deeper in this topic in that video. Today I will not talk so much about it because I have other topics to talk about. But basically the main thing for you to overcome your low self-esteem is to being realistic about who you are. So you have to know who you are. You have to know yourself because once you do that, you start to set realistic goals to improve the things and you start to accept the qualities you have. You recognize the defects you have. So it is so important for you to find a way to overcome your low self-esteem. And for sure, for me, the best thing was to know who I really am and make up my mind, be realistic about it, and start to work on my qualities and on my defects. Okay? And as I said previously, a good way for you to do that is finding more about your temperament, your personality, and it's not only about your personality but also about your appearance. Many people are not actually um have a low some people doesn't actually have a low self-confidence, but they have a low self-esteem. They think they're ugly and it affects their intellectual confidence. So you have to be realistic about who you are and try to overcome your low self-esteem. For sure it is the first thing because as I said, the more the greater enemy of confidence is a low self-esteem for sure. But it's not only your overcoming your low self-esteem that you became confident all of a sudden. No, no. There are many other things you should do to start to actually being confident. The other thing is improving your skills. Yes, you have to understand that you'll never be good enough, and that's okay. You shouldn't be so perfectionist about it, but you have to understand that there are some things that you actually should work more on. And you only be confident about something once you start to be really responsible with those skills. So for example, my English. I know my English it has to be improved. And I'm studying English. I never stopped studying English because I know that it is something I should never study. I should never stop studying, because it'll never be good enough because it's not my native language. And once you understand that, you recognize it. Okay, I'm not good enough, but I can keep doing it. I can keep studying. I can keep improving it, because sometimes you're actually not good at it. And you have to work on that to be good at it, and it works for everything. Sometimes your body isn't good enough, and that's okay, but you have to be working on that to be good enough, and you have to be always improving yourself in many parts of your lives, your health, your body, your mind, your knowledge, everything. You should never stop doing something because you think you're good enough. No, it is something that you will be always have to, come back, study a little bit about it, be aware of the new things about it, and with that, you'll be always improving yourself and also helping you with your confidence. Because once you stop, it is much easier for you to feel insecure about your knowledge about those things. So never stop studying, never stop working, no matter how busy your life is. Try to find a time to do that. Maybe a time you should be scrolling TikTok is a time that you can take to do those things. your weekend. You should you can take the time you should be, you know, sleeping over time. You can be studying something, you can be getting better at something, and with that your confidence will grow as well. The third thing is for you to, like, you have to be challenging yourself. Yes, you have to be challenging yourself, because sometimes you think, no, I'm not good enough. No, I'm not, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You have to learn to be comfortable doing that. I know it's not easy. I know, but it was something that I've learned in the end of last year. And that's why I started my YouTube channel. Because once I finished my course, I had to find a job. And in nowadays world, I made a video about it as well. You can check it out. But I'm not very proud of the video. But let's forget that part. But another thing, something that I've learned uh, once I was trying to find a job, was that in nowadays world, the best way for you to find a job is through communication. And think of me, I'm really introverted. I have social anxiety. Yes, I have. And there I was trying to find people to help me out to find a job. So I had to send messages to people I never seen in my life that doesn't make an idea of who I am. And for me, it was so hard to do that. But once I started to create this habit of sending random people messages, talking about my experience, my knowledge, the projects I made, when I started doing that, it really helped me in this journey, and also helped me to be more confident about who I am and sharing the knowledge I have. Because back then I was so shy that I could barely talk about what I knew, because the few experiences that I had with that was at school, with the class that I studied with me since I was 12. And once I'm in a real world thing where I had to talk to people who are much older than I am, who have much more knowledge than I have, I was so insecure. I was so nervous about it. But I had to force myself to do that. I had to sell my my work to them. I had to sell myself to them. What I know, what I'm able to do, what I know how to do, what I'm capable of. And it was a big challenge for me. But with confidence, you build confidence through that, you know, getting out of the comfort zone. Because if you always be on this comfort zone, you'll never achieve great things in your life. You know, to be an extraordinary person, you cannot do ordinary things. You have to be extraordinary as well. You know, so in this world, we had to be always showing then what you're capable of. You know, you have to be always showing every step you take, every little thing you make, you have to show that you're doing it, and that you're growing with that. And it's not easy. And with that, I have my fourth tip, that is, show what you're doing. This thing of, grow up in silence, don't tell anyone what you're doing. Let me tell you something. In this world, you have to show your progress. They're not actually interested only on the results. But once you show you're able enough to grow, to be responsible, to dedicate time for that, to dedicate effort on that, people will take you seriously, even though you're not at the top of the world yet. They will see, no, this person is hardworking, this person is doing something. And for that, you have to be confident as well. And once you start doing that, your confidence will be built with that. So you have to show everything you're doing. Me, for example, today I posted on my LinkedIn, um I finished B1 French course, and I was very happy. But the first thing that passed in my mind once I did that was to post it on LinkedIn because there I told that I know French and I have to prove that I know French and I have to share every step I take. I'm fluent in French. No, I'm still on B1 level, but I have to show them I am studying. I am doing that. I'm not stopped. I'm not saying that I know something that I don't actually do because I am studying. I am growing. I am improving my knowledge. So this thing that grow up in silence, don't tell people what you're doing. Unfortunately not. For you to be take seriously taken seriously in this world, you have to show your progress. They're not only focused on results because results can be contested, but your knowledge, your progress, all the hard work you put on that, he cannot be, you know, contested. People will see, no, she knows that because she showed us that she was doing that and this. That's how you prove your skills. That's how you prove your knowledge. And with that, you will grow up on confidence, you know? So start sharing the things you do to the right person. When I'm talking about it, you for you to show the things you're doing, the things you're planning, how you are managed to achieve that. I'm not telling you to post it on Instagram where you know there are many fake people, fake, relatives who will be jealous of you. No, post smart. And with that, I have the fifth tip. Be smart about the things you're doing. Be smart about the things you're putting effort in. You know, be smart in your communication. Be smart in your studies. Because many people say if you work a lot, if you study a lot, you achieve great things. But unfortunately, not. Unfortunately, not. You have to be smart. You have to know what you're doing and where you're directing those things. There's no point on you be studying 10 hours a day if in the end of the day your study was a mess, was a lazy study. You're all the time stopping and going to Instagram, going to TikTok. It doesn't matter. But once you study strategically and smart, you don't have to take 10 hours of your day study. Maybe 1, 2 hours will be enough. Once you start knowing exactly what exercise you're doing, the right way of doing it, your body will be much more benefited. I don't know how this works like, but your body will get better results than you doing a lot of time of workout, doing a lot of, hard workout. And, this workout is terrible. It's not a good workout. So be smart on the things you're doing. And right now, my camera is going powered off, so I have to stop here for now. But this is the tips I have for you to build your confidence. I really believe you can manage to achieve it. Okay, and I hope that in future I came here with more tips. But once you put it in practice, once you start doing this, I'm sure you will get incredible results and you be much more confident because in this world you have to be confident. You only achieve good things in your life if you're confident about what you about who you are, what you're able to do. And unfortunately, the most successful people in this world, they're really confident. So if you're hiding yourself, if you're being insecure, you'll never achieve greater things in your life and you'll be, stuck in time. So take risks, challenge yourself. You have to do that. It's not hard. It's not easy. I know it's not easy for you to do that. I know it isn't. I know it isn't. I know that many things to lose. I know many people will make fun of you, will ridicularize you, and you have to be strong. You have to be confident to take it and do not stop. Keep going, keep moving, keep growing. Okay? So, this is the video. I hope I helped you and see you in the next one. Bye.